So, yesterday we talked about, or not yesterday, maybe. Yeah, I think it was yesterday, but anyway, in the last video we talked about what the next video might be, and it was bean soup. So, I've soaked my beans. I got a package of 15 bean soup, and you know, once these beans are soaked raw, I love them. I love that taste. Flavor, that's so good. Man, they're good. Okay, but I've soaked them all night. I'm gonna show you my next step. What I've done, or what I'm gonna do. I'll just go ahead and, I gotta get the camera down to show you this. Bleep. What I got in my bowl, or in my pot, is 2 slices of half-cooked, half-fried bacon. Now, the reason I did that is to get the flavor to coming out. And you see the grease down there, too. That's the grease from breakfast. I cooked breakfast. And what I did this morning, I cooked bacon. But I had a couple of these left over from yesterday. So I threw those in there to reheat them. But I took the bacon grease and 2 half-cooked pieces of bacon, and I put those in the pot that I'm going to make my soup. Now, what I'm going to do, if you can see, I don't know if you can see. Let me make it where you can see. Okay, I know you can see now. Well, here's a lot of my beans in here that stuck to the bowl. Put a little water in there like that and get them out. Go ahead and put those in there. Get those in the pot. Out of the bowl. Set that aside to get it washed later. And we'll take the gist of the beans, or the most of the beans, after we grab one more. These are white northern beans that I'm eating raw. I love those. I've strained the beans several times throughout the night, throughout this soak. Now I'll go ahead and put those in the pot. Excuse me. I'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that, put it to the side so it can be washed later. Now, next, what we need to do is wake up Mama so she can cut up some onions. She's gonna do the onions when she wakes up. But for now, next, what we're gonna do, I got a package of ham chunks that I selected by hand and froze in a vacuum packed bag. It doesn't look like the vacuum held. But let me get a knife or some kind of something. Actually, what I'm looking for is scissors. And I'm gonna put some ham. This was frozen. I thawed it out yesterday. And what it is this is smoked ham chunks and ends, edges around the skin. That's where the smoke's at. So what we're gonna do, I had to cut this up into very small pieces for ham because right now it's large chunks, and put that in the damn bowl or the pot. We'll be back. When I come back, it'll probably be time to put the onions in. We make it 15 bean soup, or you can call this ham soup, or you can call this Rednecks Gone Wild soup. It's gonna be good soup, though. I can tell you that. That's sure enough a strong magnet that holds my refrigerator to my camera. Actually, it holds my camera to my refrigerator if you really want to be the correct, if you want to say it the correct way. Excuse me. It holds my camera to my refrigerator. It's almost time for a a Bloody Mary. Once I get this soup going, once I get the soup done and on the stove cooking, simmering, then I can eat breakfast. We'll be back. Time to chop some ham. Appreciate this knife sharpener, William. I love it. If you got one of these diamond sharpeners like this, the way to use it is to wet it. You have to wet it with water. Soak it with water first. Let's just put the water on there. Let's get it wet. Wet it. And then you can use it however you like. The way I like to use it is I put my blade at a certain angle, down like that, and I move this. Like that, around in circles. Oh. That'll be good for that side. Now we'll flip it over. We'll do it again. 2 passes on each side is all I need. Clean that off. All right. Let's take some ham out of here. Get that ham in. See how easy that slices? Once you got a nice, clean, sharp knife, oh my God. It slices so easy. Now I'm making soup, so what I want to do is I want to cut this up into spoon-sized pieces, like so. Smaller than a dice, maybe even eraser-sized, pencil eraser-sized pieces. It all depends on you. How big is your mouth? How big is your throat? How big is your butt? Actually, you ain't gotta worry about that because this will be digested after. You ain't gotta worry about how big is your butt unless you're eating corn. That's one of those things, corn and like collard greens and certain things that don't, digest, and you can look at them again when you're done with them. Let's change the subject because this is supposed to be a cooking video. So I like the edge of that edge right there, with all of that smoke flavor in it. It's so good. Oh, it's delicious. That's what's gonna make this soup so good. So that's a little thick for what I like, so I'm gonna go right down the middle of it. And we're gonna split that up. Like so. Make it a little easy for Mom to eat. She's 86, 85, 87. Hell, I don't know how old I am. I'm gonna eat that piece. I'm old enough to eat that piece, though. If you're cooking, if you're the cooker, it's okay for you to take a slice and stick it in your mouth. Sure enough, it is. Like this one here. I'm just gonna slim it down. Oh. This is some good. I mean, you gotta find your favorite ham from your favorite supermarket that sells chunked or chopped ham. I prefer smoked, and I got this at a place called Grocery Outlet, which used to be Food Depot or Piggly Wiggly, something like that. Something like that that sells some off the wall farm products. This is not something you're gonna find at Walmart. You can find this stuff at Walmart, chopped ham, diced ham, or whatever, but you're not gonna get a good product as you would if you go to one of the smaller grocery stores that works with the local farms. All right, I'm going to continue to do this, and y'all can imagine in your minds how long it might take for me to get rid of this about 1.5 pound bag of ham. To not get rid of it, but to, you know, prepare it. And we'll be back. Okay. It's what? I don't know what time it is. Let's take a look. It's 4:42. I'm surprised Mom's not awake yet. She probably is. She's probably in there thinking to herself, shh, I wish he'd be quiet so I can go back to sleep. But usually, actually, she's waking up around this time. And it's time to go ahead and put this in the pot. I got all my ham chopped up real nice, how I want it. And I'll go ahead and put it in my pot. I already got breakfast halfway cooked. I got the bacon cooked earlier. So what we want to do now is just put this in the pot with the beans. That turned out to be quite a bit of ham. Once you chop it up, it turns into a lot. It didn't look like so much until I chopped it all up into little pieces. Those little skins, that right there is gonna give it the flavor. Oh yeah, that's gonna give it the flavor. Now, you'll be surprised here in a minute about what I do with this. You might be. Anyway, you might not be. If you've cooked this before, or if you've seen me cook it before. I'm not sure if I've cooked it before on video. Alright. Believe it or not, next thing you do is take you one of these right here. This is what I use. Chicken broth. Go ahead and put that on there like that. You can do it like this, either on side. The way my thing's built, it won't fall. You can just set it there and let it go. We'll put that chicken broth in there. That's one can. Or box. It's not really a can, is it? It's made out of a box. We'll get that in there. And we're gonna end up putting onions. And we're gonna end up putting diced tomatoes in here. And then I'm gonna take, once it's done, I'm gonna take a scoop and put it over elbow macaroni, which is, I'm going to cook separate. I'm not going to incorporate it into the soup because I like to have my elbow macaroni separate from my soup. So I put that in my bowl and then I put my soup over my macaroni. So we'll be back here in a little bit with the next step, which is actually right now. It's going to be salt, pepper, garlic, and then when Mom wakes up, we're going to get her to cut onions. We'll show you that here in a minute. Go ahead and throw some salt and some pepper in there, folks. Salt, I'll show you. Mom don't tolerate a lot of salt. So for this pot, this is a big old pot. I'm gonna put half of a tablespoon in there. Half a tablespoon. Just to cook it. Okay, half a tablespoon. She can put any more salt in there that she wants to her taste. Now the garlic, I don't measure it out. I just take one of these badillas, and I just shake it for about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-second shake. Good to go. Pepper, you want to do the same thing? I would say 1 tablespoon of pepper. Let's take 1 whole tablespoon of pepper. Put that in there. 1 tablespoon of pepper. Just like so. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Whole tablespoon of pepper. Let's mix that in with the, what you call that stuff? Chicken broth. Bark, bark. Thank you, Easter Bunny. Come here. What is that? Hi. See, he's just a lover boy. Here. He's a sweet cat. He's freaking huge. I mean, he's freaking huge. He's a big ass cat. I don't know what the hell real speed means. Something's wrong. Well, I was trying to cook a video. I was trying to make a video about, I was gonna go ahead and turn that on and get the beans cooked down with the ham before I put the onions and the tomatoes in. But I wanted to show you my rat catcher, my new rat trap. He's a big joker. Look at him. He's blue. He's blue. He's orange and white. Mama named him Rusty. And he's a damn good cat, I'll tell you what. Hey, boy. He likes to talk a lot, but right now he's camera shy. Hey, buddy. Hey. What you talking about? Let me get some special stuff for him. You'll see. I got some treats in here in the refrigerator that I believe contain catnip. I'm gonna throw one down and see what happens. Yeah. Look at that. What you talking about? You like that? Here in a minute, he'll start swiping at him and playing hockey with him. He'll throw him across the room and then chase after him. Yeah. Kit Kit. Now, Mama calls him Rusty, but I call him Kit Kit or Kit Kat. Kit Kat. He seems to know those words, Kit Kat or Kit Kit. Kit Kit. And he knows this sound. There he goes, playing with it. I told you he'd start playing with it. This food, I don't know what it is. It's got catnip in it. Drives him nuts. He likes it. I ain't tried none yet. I used to break dance, but sure if I eat some of this shit, I might be able to break dance again. Oh, he got scared when he heard me working on the bag. There's several of them down there that he hasn't even gotten. He's missed them. Kit Kit. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? He found it. I sure enough have some real catnip now, but that'll be another video. This is just a cooking video with a little, I don't know what you call it. This is a cat. We got a commercial from our cooking video just to show you the cat. Now I'm gonna make me a Bloody Mary. I love that cat. The neighbors think it's a girl, but I know it's a boy. The reason I can tell it's a boy is because of the way he tries to spray. Every time he comes in or where he goes, he backs up to things and he tries to spray something, just like a male cat would, but nothing comes out. So I'm sure this cat, before I got it, before he came around here, was fixed. Because when he sprays, nothing comes out at all whatsoever. So, I understand why they thought he was a female cat when he was younger and he wasn't so big, but just the pure size of the cat, and seeing that he doesn't spray anything. Nothing comes out when he sprays, ever. But he still goes to spray all the time. It's apparent that it's a male cat. And I call him Kit Kat. Where'd you go, boy? Where'd you go, boy? Where you at? Hey. Where you at? Look at paws going. Hey, buddy. Those paws are always, he's always making biscuits. Hey, you helping me in the kitchen with breakfast? You gonna make some biscuits? Hey, buddy. Hi. I love you. I sure do love you. Oh, I love you, boy. Kit Kat. He's a good cat. Thank you to Beth and her family, who, that really wasn't their cat. Somebody left the cat and they was taking care of it. The neighbor. Y'all don't know about, I mean, maybe y'all do know about my neighbor that used to work up to the, what she was called, CC's Pizza. And she gave us the soup. Yeah, Bethany. They took care of the cat until they moved. They couldn't carry it with them, so it was already a neighborhood cat before they got it. It just wandered up onto their property, and they took care of it. So whenever they left, I started taking care of it. And now now he's got a permanent home. Look, he's a good boy. Hi, buddy. Hey. What's your name? Meow. He has not caught the rat yet. He hasn't even seen the rat yet. We haven't seen the rat yet for a long time. Yeah, but I gotta be careful whenever I have the cat inside. I have to remove the rat traps and the poison and stuff. Actually, the poison doesn't hurt cats because really, check this out. Rat poison is only made out of corn gluten, some bullshit made out of corn, and salt. That's it. I could eat it. It wouldn't hurt me. I'm serious. It wouldn't hurt the cat. It wouldn't hurt me. But the salt, there's only 2% salt in this rat poison. And the salt is what they're calling poison. It's actually, it dehydrates the rat because he can't get enough to drink, and other things happen to him. He gets clogged up, and rats can't vomit. You have to research some rats before you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I got to get back to cooking. Actually, I'm making it's called a Bloody Mary. I'll be back later. All right, folks. Mom finally woke up. And she's stirred up all the dust in the house. It's got me sneezing. I'm just kidding. What are you doing?
Peeling onions for you because you don't like them.
Baby, that's why I'm sneezing. Because of them onions. Or could it be because I put a bunch of pepper in earlier?
Well, that could be that.
So you gonna make our soup?
No, I'm not making your soup. You are. You don't let me cook anymore.
What? Shit. Folks, I'm gonna try to get Mom to film this because I gotta chop this damn onion. Here, hold this and look in here.
I'm not done with my job.
Well, just let that go for a minute. It'll stay there. You don't need it here in a minute anyway.
This damn thing, I just never can get it.
Damn thing. She won't just set it down and forget about it. Okay. It's a picker, folks. It's one of them pickers, and she can't store it correctly. So what I want you to do is go ahead and record this. This should be video. I hope I'm recording video. So hold that and aim at my onion. Folks, I want to show you this onion. Mom's holding the camera, so. All right, now we're recording. Don't touch anything, folks. Don't let Kevin. Here, hold this, Mom. I want you to. Folks, I gotta hurry up and do this because this is the way I do my onions. Well, I think I'm losing battery power, so what I do is I use an apple thing. Here, hold that. All right, so we got our onions ready. You want to take that, your glass, so I can take the onions and get ready to put those in there. Take that for me, yeah. Okay, so folks, while I got my onions cut up, thanks to Mama, cut my onions up for me.
And took all the green off.
Yeah, I don't like the green leaves.
I took them off.
Do you like the green leaves?
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. They cook down anyway, don't they? So since Mom did her thing with my onions, I want to kind of dice them up a little bit better. She did the main part, which was getting the skin off. And I'm going to go ahead and do this to make it smaller because, you know, you want your ham and your beans and your onions and your tomatoes. You want everything in your soup to be spoon-sized. So you don't want a big piece of freaking onion in your soup that's bigger than your spoon. You want everything to be able to fit in your spoon at one time. So your spoon will hold a little bit of ham, a little bit of beans, a little bit of tomatoes, and a little bit of onions. You want a little bit of everything in each spoonful so it's tastyful. Tastyful. Tastyful? Is that a word? Is that a word? Tastyful. That's kind of like gooder or one of them words Donald Trump made up.
Just do tasty.
It's tasty. You got a little bit of all the goodness in each spoonful. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and chop this up into smaller pieces and make sure I don't get no fingernails in there. Y'all better be careful about that too. If you got fingernails like me, you don't want to get no fingernails in there. I don't like the middle of the onion, which I just threw it away and I missed it. I missed the damn.
You didn't do it right.
I missed the trash can, I'm sorry. But I don't like the middle of the onion, like the core.
I took it out.
That was a core right there I just found.
No, you didn't.
Okay, I'm gonna show you when I pick it up off the ground. Anyway, folks, what this happens to be is, this is the onions. I cut these up into yeah, you know what I just did. I just diced my onions, pretty much whatever. All right, so over here, put these in the damn bowl in the pot, right? I'm gonna put these in the pot and we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my onions in there now. And we're gonna let this simmer probably, what time is it, Mom? 5:30, 6 a.m.
I think it's 10 after
It's on the
6.
TV. Look on the TV, it'll show you on the right side.
5:39.
5:39 a.m.
I got 6.
Up here,
10.
right here.
Oh,
6:11. So it's 6:11 a.m.
I'm always looking at the wrong one.
Well, you don't understand how it works. So folks, at 6:11 a.m., everything's cooked except for the onions. And then at the last minute, I'm going to throw these in there. And then I'm going to cook some elbow macaroni in a separate pot and do those a different way. It's probably been a long video, but y'all ain't had one of these in a while. Wow, let's see. Let's check and see if our beans and our I already know my ham's done, but that tastes pretty damn good right there. Oh my God. That's delicious, Mom. That's good. Wait till those onions get mixed in with it.
I bet.
And then those tomatoes later. So I'm gonna let this stew all day. Actually, not all day. With these onions in there, I'm gonna let it stew on low. And it'll be ready for lunch, so we can have some for lunch if we want. Oh, it's gonna be good, good, good. It's gonna be delicious. Yes, it's gonna be so good. I have made some soup that's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be so good. Are you excited about it?
I am.
You want some?
Sure.
Now?
No.
No.
It's cooked.
Once it's cooked, when it's ready, of course, yeah. All right, folks. Well, that's how you do it. I don't need to come back and show you the smile on our faces once we eat it. Just right before you eat it, obviously this is already cooked. So right before it's cooked, if you want the tomatoes, not right before it's cooked, right before you eat it, go ahead and put the damn tomatoes in there. Thanks for watching, folks. It's time for my Bloody Mary. So I did get the camera to come back on.
You did?
Yeah, I want to show them this piece of onion that I didn't want in there. This is a refuse, which is the core. I mean, you could have put it in there if you wanted to cook it down for like a long time or whatever, but you see how the middle looks green? See how the middle of it looks green and the outside of it looks white? Right there in the center of that right there, that's that green. This goes in the trash.